There's a quiet transformation happening in your body every time you decide to build strength. It's not loud, it doesn't announce itself in dramatic ways, but over time, it reshapes how you move, how you feel, and even how you think about discipline and energy. And at the center of that transformation is something most people underestimate far too often: food. Not just eating to feel full, not just grabbing whatever is convenient, but choosing the kind of foods that actively support muscle growth, recovery, and long-term strength. The kind of foods that don't just satisfy hunger, but actually help rebuild you from the inside out. If you've ever wondered why some people seem to progress faster in their strength journey while others struggle despite training hard, the answer often isn't just in the gym. It's in what happens after the workout ends. It's in what fuels the body when it's tired, repairing, and asking for support. And once you understand this, you start to see food differently, not as a side thought, but as a central part of building the strongest version of yourself. Let's step into that world. When it comes to building muscle, protein-rich foods naturally take the spotlight. The body relies on protein as a foundation for repairing muscle fibers that are stressed during training. Without enough of it, progress feels slow and recovery feels incomplete. Lean animal sources like chicken and turkey offer a steady supply of high-quality protein that the body can use efficiently. They are versatile, easy to prepare, and blend well with almost any meal, making them a reliable choice for anyone serious about strength development. Eggs also stand out as a complete nutritional package. They provide not only protein, but also essential nutrients that support overall vitality. Whether prepared simply or incorporated into meals, they remain a staple in many strength-focused diets around the world. Fish adds another layer of support. Varieties like salmon and tuna are widely appreciated not only for their protein content, but also for the healthy fats they contain. These fats contribute to overall well-being and help maintain a balanced internal environment that supports consistent training. Dairy products such as milk, yogurt, and cheese bring both protein and important minerals to the table. They offer a comforting and accessible way to support muscle repair while also contributing to bone strength, which is essential for anyone engaging in regular physical training. But muscle building is not only about protein. Energy matters just as much. Without fuel, the body struggles to perform during workouts and recover afterward. This is where complex carbohydrates come into play. Foods like oats, rice, and whole grains provide steady energy that lasts longer, helping the body stay fueled through demanding physical activity. Instead of quick spikes and drops in energy, they offer a more stable release that supports endurance and consistency. Fruits and vegetables also play a crucial role, even if they are sometimes overlooked in strength discussions. They supply essential compounds that support recovery and overall health. Bananas, berries, leafy greens, carrots, and other colorful produce help the body function smoothly, ensuring that training efforts are not wasted due to nutritional gaps. There's also something deeply important about legumes. Lentils, chickpeas, and beans bring together protein, fiber, and steady energy in a way that makes them especially valuable for muscle development. They are filling, nourishing, and support sustained physical performance in a natural way. As the journey continues, there is a moment many people experience. It often happens quietly. After weeks of consistent training and more mindful eating, the body begins to feel different. Recovery becomes smoother. Energy feels more stable. Strength starts to build in ways that feel earned rather than forced. But here's where things become even more interesting. Because at some point, the realization sets in that muscle building is not just about individual foods. It's about patterns. It's about how everything works together over time. The body doesn't respond to isolated meals. It responds to consistency, balance, and long-term care. Healthy fats, for example, often don't get enough attention, yet they play a subtle but important role in supporting overall body function. Nuts, seeds, avocados, and plant-based oils contribute to maintaining internal balance, helping the body stay in a state where growth and recovery can happen more efficiently. And while supplements are often discussed in fitness spaces, it's worth remembering that whole foods remain the foundation. Real nourishment comes from natural sources that the body recognizes and processes effectively. There's a deeper layer to all of this as well, something that becomes more noticeable over time. Eating for muscle growth is not just a physical decision, it becomes a mindset shift. It encourages awareness. It builds discipline. It teaches patience in a world that often wants fast results. And perhaps most importantly, it builds a relationship with your own body. You start noticing how different foods make you feel during training. You begin to understand what helps you recover faster and what slows you down. It becomes a process of learning through experience. There is also a secondary realization that often emerges along the way. Progress is not always linear. Some days feel powerful and strong, while others feel slower and heavier, but nutrition helps stabilize that journey. It provides a foundation that keeps you grounded even when motivation fluctuates, and over time, something powerful happens. The effort you once had to force becomes part of your routine. Choosing better food stops feeling like a task and starts feeling like a natural extension of your goals. As this understanding deepens, you begin to see how interconnected everything is. Sleep, training, hydration, and nutrition all weave together into a single system. When one part is neglected, the others feel it. When everything aligns, progress feels smoother and more sustainable. There is also a quiet emotional side to this journey. Eating well for strength often carries a sense of self-respect. It reflects a decision to invest in your own well-being. It becomes a way of saying that your goals matter enough to be supported properly. And perhaps that is the most powerful shift of all, because muscle building is not only about appearance or physical capability, it is about building trust with yourself. It is about proving through small daily choices that you are committed to growth. As time goes on, you start to realize that there is no final destination where everything is suddenly complete. Instead, there is a continuous path of improvement. Strength builds gradually. Habits form slowly. Results accumulate quietly until one day you look back and notice how far you've come. And through it all, food remains a constant partner in that journey. Not a shortcut, not a trick, but a steady source of support that fuels every rep, every set, every moment of recovery. So when you think about muscle building, remember that the real transformation doesn't come from effort alone. It comes from alignment. When training and nutrition work together, the body responds in ways that feel almost surprising in their consistency. Muscle building is not only about appearance or physical capability, it is about building trust with yourself. It is about proving through small daily choices that you are committed to growth. Every balanced meal, every glass of water, every moment you choose nourishment over neglect becomes a vote in favor of the person you are trying to become. As time goes on, you start to realize that there is no final destination where everything is suddenly complete. Instead, there is a continuous path of improvement. Strength builds gradually. Habits form slowly. Results accumulate quietly until one day you look back and notice how far you've come. The changes are not always loud or immediate, but they are real and lasting. There will be days when motivation feels low and discipline is tested. In those moments, your relationship with food can anchor you. It reminds you that progress is not about perfection, but consistency. Even imperfect effort, repeated over time, creates meaningful change. And through it all, food remains a constant partner in that journey. Not a shortcut, not a trick, but a steady source of support that fuels every rep, every set, every moment of recovery. So when you think about muscle building, remember that the real transformation doesn't come from effort alone. It comes from alignment. When training and nutrition work together, the body responds in ways that feel almost surprising in their consistency and deeply rewarding in the long run. And that is where true progress lives. If this breakdown helped you see muscle building in a new light, take a moment to like the video, subscribe for more content that goes deeper into strength, nutrition, and performance, and share your thoughts in the comments about how your own journey has been shaped by the way you eat.